Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class today morning. So today we have another wonderful verse. It is also one of the three verses which Prabhupada requested to be recited before each Bhagavatam class. So we'll read it today. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshitarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devin Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayanudire Shinvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Vidayanta Subhadrani Vidonati Surisitam Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Granthavashna Bhagavatam Ki Jai. So today we're reading uh, the last verse in the trilogy which we speak. So Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. So we're going to read this that we can imbibe the teaching of this wonderful verse and make rapid progress in our spiritual journey. So we'll read. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. So we'll read the synonyms. Nashta, destroyed. Prayeshu, almost a nil. Abhadreshu, all that is inauspicious. Nityam, regularly. Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam, or the pure devotee. Sevaya, by serving. Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Uttam, transcendental. Shloke, prayers. Bhakti, loving service. Bhavati, comes into being. Nashtaki, irrevocable. Translation and prepared by His Divine. By regular attendance in class on the Bhagavatam or by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. A loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. देखिए कितना सुंदर है. क्या कह रहे हैं? By regular attendance in classes on Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee. ये हमने पहले पढ़ा कल परसों के वर्सेस में कि अगर हमें टेस्ट चाहिए सुनने के लिए, so then we must serve a pure devotee. और जो कल का हमारा श्लोक था उसमें हमने 1 to 17 उसमें हमने पढ़ा कैसे कि श्री कृष्ण, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. This was yesterday's message. What is the result of developing a taste for hearing Krishna Katha? And today it is saying that simply by hearing Bhagavatam or by rendering service to the Bhagavat, which means pure devotee. So Bhagavat has two meanings because it says Nashta Prayashu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. So Bhagavat has two meanings. One is book Bhagavat and one is the Granth Bhagavat. So what is completely destroyed? What is troublesome to the heart? And what is troublesome in the heart? Anarthas. So all the anarthas are gone simply by serving book Bhagavat or devotee Bhagavat. And then what happens? Because our goal is not anartha nivriti, that we don't want everything spick and span, clean heart with nothing in it. So we want lotus feet of Thakurji. So then saying all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, Uttam Shloke, Bhagavati Uttam Shloke, is established as an irrevocable fact. Nashtaki means irrevocable, that it is permanently, eternally, not for this lifetime, but forever you will have that. It will never go away from us. Look, what a wonderful benediction. Simply by serving book Bhagavat or devotee Bhagavat. And when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, the devotees who are connected with this God are so fortunate, because we are just not reading Bhagavat, Sanskrit Bhagavat without any tika. Many people read Bhagavad Gita uh, without any purport or commentary. Mhm. And then we don't know what we are understanding is right or not, because it is the Acharya or Guru who tells. And in this Kali Yuga, we don't have gurus or ashrams. Atmosphere is not conducive. So the acharyas come, seeing Deshpal Patra, time, place, and circumstances, and they give. And we see how, from the day one, Prabhupada had the burning desire, urgency to translate as much as possible. Almost that day, I was seeing almost 22,000 pages he translated, or including his own commentary, right, in a short span of 10, 12 years. So it is so wonderful. And why the urgency? So that we can understand Bhagavad. And because it is coming from devotee Bhagavad, so it has double the potency. So when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, then what we are doing, we are serving Srimad Bhagavatam, the book Bhagavad, and by being a sincere reader, we are serving the lotus feet of our Acharya Srila Prabhupada also. That's why we see everybody in ISKCON, all the gurus, everybody, they tell read Prabhupada books. So we're doing both the service, book Bhagavad and devotee Bhagavad. And then the result is that we see how, like a chamatkar, miracle, जो भक्त हैं, हम किस किस circumstances से, किस background से आते हैं भक्ति में जुड़ने से पहले, and then we see a transformation within few months, few years, which is person is completely transformed. And but the main thing is that one should not leave it. That once the auspiciousness come, then one should not leave reading Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. They are our eternal, what should I say, Prema Sutras. Those granthas, especially Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, they have manifested in Kali Yuga, especially for Kali Yugans. So there is a huge benefit, spiritual benefit, to every day read Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. And the shlok is also said yesterday, today, Nityam Bhagavad Sevya, that one should serve Bhagavad every day. Not that I am a junior devotee, so I read, or I am a Madhyam devotee, I read. No, every day. We read how we were hearing classes from Shrutakirti Prabhu, and he said how much Prabhupada used to like reading Krishna book, and how in the spare time he would read his own books, because they are transcendental. Govind Dev, he made Prabhupada a nimitta, an instrument, to write what is meaning of Bhagavad Gita as it is, what Govind Dev wants to say. And same for Bhagavatam, Tika. All that is there in our previous acharyas, all that in a very easy to digest form, Prabhupada has given to us. So we are serving the whole Guru Parampara when we are reading Prabhupada's purpose. We don't have to spend time to read Jiva Swami's Tika, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Sridhar Swami, nothing. And those who have it business and they go, and later on they come back and they find, oh, the same thing is there. Only thing is, Prabhupada has given in a less ornamental form. He doesn't use Sanskrit. He makes it so easy to understand, So that is our good fortune, and so also he set the standard also Prabhupada that every day morning there's a Bhagavatam class. Right? So Nityam Bhagavad Sevya. So that is why there is no difference between Book Bhagavad and Granth Bhagavad, because they are same. They are saying the same thing. Their glories are already written in the Shastra. That's why we say Guru Sadhu Shastra, because they are all same. What Guru is saying, the Sadhu is saying same, and Prabhupada was saying in one of the lecture, what is Shastra? It is just the glories of the Guru and the Sadhu. You know, so wonderful. So this is how we see everything from the Shuddha Tattva, but within that there is variety. So we read the purport. Here is the remedy for eliminating all inauspicious things within the heart, which are considered obstacles in the path of self-realization. देखिए कितना सुंदर है. मैं दोबारा पढ़ता हूँ. Here is a remedy for eliminating all inauspicious things within the heart, which are considered to be obstacles in the path of self-realization. And what is that remedy? The remedy is the association of Bhagavad. There are two types of Bhagavats, namely the book Bhagavad and the devotee Bhagavad. Both the Bhagavats are competent remedies, and both of them, or either of them, can be good enough to eliminate obstacles. A devotee Bhagavad is as good as book Bhagavad. I shared with you also yesterday, I think, that how when I came to Gurgaon, there was not much association. I didn't know too many devotees, and how His Grace Rukmini Prabhu told me to read Bhagavatam at that time. He says, no association, so you take association of Srimad Bhagavatam. And I still remember those so fondly. And that's why I requested that please don't leave Srimad Bhagavatam. That should be as important to us as eating prasadam 2 or 3 times a day. So we take breakfast prasadam, lunch prasadam, and a light dinner prasadam. So we should read Srimad Bhagavatam, we should read Bhagavad Gita, and we should read Krishna book. They should be our lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Then Yayatma Suprasiddhati. The soul will be satisfied, will feel a bliss. Whole day will be bliss in ecstasy. So we have not come to ISKCON to become a big scholar or to impress people with the knowledge I have, but we want to serve the lotus feet of Thakurji, and the mercy which is flowing from the lotus feet of Shri Gauratai, that is easily available simply by following the simple instructions given by our Acharya. A devotee Bhagavad is as good as the book Bhagavad, because the devotee Bhagavad leads his life in terms of book Bhagavad. And the book Bhagavad is full of information about the personality of Godhead and his pure devotees, who are Bhagavats. Bhagavad book and the person book are identical. There is no difference. The devotee Bhagavad is a direct representative of Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. So by pleasing the devotee Bhagavad, one can receive the benefit of book Bhagavad. Human reasons fail to understand how by serving the devotee Bhagavad or the book Bhagavad, one gets gradual promotion on the path of devotion. But actually, these are facts explained by Sri Narad Dev, who happened to be a maid servant's son in the previous life. So now Prabhupada is giving praman from the Shastras that how it is possible, because from logic we cannot understand how it is possible that just by reading a book or serving a devotee, one can be self-realized, God-realized. So Prabhupada is giving the example of Naradji, that कैसे नारद ने he was in previous birth, वो एक मेड सर्वेंट के पुत्र थे, और कैसे उन्होंने मिनियन सर्विस की चतुर्मास के पीरियड के दौरान उन 4 महीने में जब वो भागवत से वो वहाँ ठहरे हुए थे, और सिंपली बाय सर्विंग देम और उनका उच्चिष्ट जो उनके बचे हुए रेमिनेंट्स थे वो पाकर नारद became a self-realized soul. So these are the praman from the Shastras. So when we say something, Acharya says something, they always tell us the praman from the Shastra by particular pastime or shloka. This is how it is, and it hence proved like this. So read. But actually, these facts are explained by Srila Narad Dev, who happened to be a maid servant's son in his previous life. The maid servant was engaged in menial service of the sages, and thus he also came into contact with them, and simply by associating with them and accepting the remnants of the footstep left by sages, the son of maidservant got the chance to become the great devotee and personality Sri Narad Dev. These are the miraculous effects of the association of Bhagavad. So if you want chamatkar, then take a regular, every day one should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And to understand these effects practically, it should be noted that by such sincere association of the Bhagavats, one is sure to receive transcendental knowledge very easily. जो भी पढ़ा था बस भक्तिर भवति नैष्ठिकी. So that's what Prabhupada is saying. By such sincere, so one doesn't need to be a qualification. I don't understand. One has to be just a sincere seeker. By such sincere association of the Bhagavats, one is sure to receive the transcendental knowledge very easily, with the result that he becomes fixed in devotional service of the Lord. The more progress is made in devotional service under the guidance of the Bhagavats, the more one becomes fixed in transcendental loving service of the Lord. So जितना हम जो डिवोटी भागवत है उसकी सेवा करेंगे, उतना ही हमारी जो भक्ति है वो उतनी भगवान के प्रति, ठाकुर जी के प्रति उतनी गाढ़ी होती चली जाएगी. The messages of the Bhagavad book Bhagavad therefore have to be received from the devotee Bhagavad. Yes, we should not read unauthorized commentaries or it is very important to read what is given by our Acharya. And the combination of these two Bhagavats will help neophyte devotee to make progress on and on. Just these two combinations, serving devotee and a pure devotee and serving Srimad Bhagavatam. Just this combination will make neophyte. We're all neophytes. Yes, we are struggling neophytes, and saying it will help the neophyte devotee to make progress on and on. So wonderful. Which में line आई थी, with the result that he becomes fixed in the service of the Lord. So what is the meaning of becoming fixed? We may ask, what is the meaning of becoming fixed? The nashta praya of Vetreshu. So what has happened? We know in our spiritual journey is Adav Shraddha, then Bhajana Kriya, then Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha. Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya, then Anartha Nivritti, then Nishtha, then Ruchi, then Asakti, then Bhav, and then Prem. So what is happening that if we serve book Bhagavat and devotee Bhagavat, so then Nashta Praya Badrishu, so which means Anartha Nivritti happens. All anarthas are gone and one is fixed. So fixed means what? That one has come to the stage of Nishtha. That's why Prabhupada was saying that the combination of these two will help the devotee make progress on and on. So what does on and on means? On and on means that we progress from Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan Kriya, which means we are aspiring for a spiritual master or we have taken Diksha, then Anartha Nivritti, all the unwanted things, all the anarthas of the millions or trillions of lifetimes are gone and one becomes come to the stage of Nishtha. Simply by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, serving Srimad Bhagavatam and serving book Bhagavatam. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful benediction. What else we need to progress in spiritual life than to serve Srimad Bhagavatam and to serve, pure devotee who is there in the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam. Oh, we are so fortunate. So this is the wonderful verse I thought I'll share with you today. Hare Krishna, authorized to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Devashesha Shonevadi Paschate Desha Tarine Tirupurusha Prabhupada Hare Krishna.